So, good afternoon, dear students. So, today's topic is what is Gauss theorem. So, Gauss theorem is the total electric flux through any closed surface is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the electric charge enclosed by a given surface. So, mathematically, you will see that flux is defined in the alternative form, that is in the integral of E dot ds is equivalent to Q by epsilon naught, where epsilon naught is a permittivity. Okay, so this is a basic mathematical statement of the Gauss theorem. So let's prove this relation first, and then we will discuss in the next lectures how to apply this relation to calculate the electric field intensity in different problems. Okay, so first of all, let's prove this relation. Okay, so for this I have taken one charge, say plus Q, placed at a point say O, and let if P is an observation point. This is a P is an observation point, and by using, first of all, we need to assume some sort of Gaussian surface. It depends problem to problem. So ultimately I have chosen a Gaussian surface passing through this point P, right? And now that if I have chosen a small area element, say ds vector, and this is the direction of electric field vector, and I join this line also. This is a position vector, say r vector, or this is a unit vector, say r cap. Okay, so now if I define as, first of all, if I write the expression for electric field due to a given charge, that will be as per the formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by r square into r cap. This is a electric field expression. Okay, so if I take that is flux passing through a small area element, say ds, small area element ds. First of all, we will take small area element, then we will generalize to the whole Gaussian surface. So then what is the definition? As per the definition of the Gauss theorem, we will say that d phi equal to E dot ds. This is the formula for flux, that is flux passing through a small area element, say ds vector. It is E vector dot ds vector. Just put up the value of E vector, we will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by r square into r cap dot ds vector. Just putting the value of E vector, right? Then I can also write ds vector as, this is, now just writing ds vector as ds into n cap in terms of unit vector, ds into n cap. Okay, so I will continue this. So what we will get that I can also write this relation as d phi equivalent to 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by r square into ds into r cap dot n cap, like this. So r cap dot n cap will be along the same direction. These are both are along the same direction. So ultimately we can say that r cap dot n cap is equivalent to, because both are unit vectors, 1 into cos 0, it comes out to be 1. So r dot n cap comes out to be 1. So we have simple relation as d phi 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by r square into ds. So this we will get after putting r cap dot n cap equivalent to 1. So this is the flux passing through a small area element, say ds. And if you want to calculate the total flux through whole surface, then we have to integrate this relation, integration of d phi. It comes out to be 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q by r square, integration of ds. You can also put circle like this on the integration symbol. It just denotes a closed loop integration. Okay, and this is a sphere. So integration of ds will comes out to be 4 pi r square, surface area of the sphere. So after cancellation, you will get q by epsilon naught. It is, we are solving as phi equal to q by epsilon naught. Okay, so this is the basic relation of Gauss theorem. It is phi equal to q by epsilon naught or equal to integral of E dot ds. Okay, so this is the concept of the Gauss theorem. So basic relation is phi equal to integral of E dot ds equivalent to q by epsilon naught. So this concept is widely used in solving the complex problems of the electric field. In the next lecture, I will do 1 or 2 applications of this Gauss theorem. Thank you.